Coach, go ahead, open statement.
It's probably the way our guys came out in practice today. After a tough game on Saturday where we obviously didn't play as well as we wanted to at all, and really had a lot of self-inflicted wounds that just really killed us during that game. But, we came back out today, really cut some more practice again late in the season. Just told them as long as they're working hard for me, we'll continue to do that. And we got a lot of really good work in. So we think we got a good first day going for preparation for Texas State.
Elephant in the room. Talk a little bit about the decision, and for me, basically the timing. Why now with Long?
Well, it's my responsibility, no matter how much time's left in the season or whatever, to do what's best for us to win football games, what's best for this kids. And I just thought at this time right now that was the best move for us to make a change there, give just maybe a different perspective of how we're doing things. I have decided that I'm going to let Jack Walker call plays. He's our quarterback coach. He's the guy that talks to the quarterbacks. He calls plays into the quarterbacks during practice. I just felt like that's what I want to do. But we're still going to be group coordinated, and we've got some guys in there that have been around a lot of football. So I was really pleased with the way we game planned yesterday, some thoughts we put into what we're going to do, and I'm excited to give Jack a chance.
Talk about how you're handling O-line and tight end now in terms of coaching.
Yeah, well, we're going to do is Coach Ben Thomas is going to be mainly with the O-line, and then I've moved Sam Gregg to work, with the tight ends in accordance with the O-line. Just make sure those guys are on the same page, O-line, tight ends, and like I said, a lot of guys that have coached a lot of football, or Sam Gregg has, and so he's coached tight ends before, and I think that's an easy transition.
Can you speak a little bit about, your approach to dealing with these kids on a daily basis, and what's maybe different than what was going on prior?
Well, for me, the best thing that I can do is be consistent, and that's what I told them I was going to do from the very beginning. I told them we're not going to make it miserable, but we are going to work, and there's some expectations I have, some accountability things that I have that I just want to make sure we're getting done. I know you're out there at practice, you can see they're getting held to those standards, and will that help us win football games? I don't know, but it puts you in a better position to be a little bit more disciplined and do things a little bit better. And it really hadn't shown in games yet, but we're going to keep doing it because I think that's what football's about. Football's about being disciplined, being accountable, being hard-nosed, tough, run the ball, stopping the run. But that's just my message. It's just I'm going to be consistent. I am who I am, and and all I'm asking them to do is consistently give good effort, consistently come out here and care about your teammates, and really just do your job one day at a time. And I see improvement with that. It might not show on the scoreboard. It might not show on the scoreboard all year, and that's okay if it doesn't do that. I want it to, but it might not. But there are a lot of good things happening. I'm really proud of some of these kids. There's, like I talked about all the time, there's a core group of young players on this team that are really, really good players, and a lot of them are getting to play, and that's exciting too. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep being consistent. That's what we're gonna do these next 3 games, and hopefully it'll give a good product.
Saturday, some procedural stuff to clean up, but I didn't see the personal fouls, and we speak to that, and I think the message, what we just talked about, is coming through with some of these kids.
Yeah, that is something that we've really harped on. We've really harped on all the penalties, but it is the game of football, and there's going to be holdings, there's going to be pass interferences, there's going to be a late hit on quarterback every once. It just is what it is. But there's no place for after the whistle pushing and shoving and thinking you're getting the better of somebody, or it's just that's one thing that we're just not going to do. Now the procedural stuff, we've got to get that fixed. That is bad football. That is on the kids and the coaches, and a lot of that has to do maybe with us not being fully sure what we're doing sometimes. But that's just something I talked about with the team and the coaches. Really yesterday in our meeting. I don't want to see the procedural stuff anymore. Those are costly penalties that took back 10, 12, 13-yard runs all game, and we're not good enough to be put behind the chains and ask a young quarterback to be put in that situation. I really felt like in that game today, there was times we really ran the football well. It just didn't show because there were major penalties here and there. So we're gonna get that stuff fixed. There's always gonna be some of the holding stuff. That's part of playing football, part of playing hard. I can live with that. But with the procedural and after the penalty stuff, after this, the whistle stuff, we're not gonna have.
Speak a little bit to just watching. There were a lot of sacks. And, some of them were on the O-line, some of them were probably on Ethan. The drop back, making multiple reads. Can you kind of speak to that?
Yeah, that's
kind of paralysis by analysis on Ethan's part sometimes.
It's not something that I really want to do a lot. and I think I've said that multiple times to a lot of people in that building, out here, to you. I don't. That's not his strength right now. He can be good at that one day. That is hard. Dropping back is a hard thing to do. You gotta block people. You gotta run the right routes. You gotta make the right read. You gotta make a great throw, and you gotta catch it. A lot of bad stuff can happen. And so, but also part of that is the fact that we were getting these procedural penalties and getting behind the chain. We still got to try to get first downs. And I like the way we run the ball. I want to see more play action pass, more movements. I want to throw the ball when we want to throw it. That gives us the advantage. That gives the O-line the advantage. That gives the receivers, we can run 3-man routes and get open. That's what I really want to see and get to. But in order to do that, we've got to stay above the chains and stay on track. And that's one thing we're really going to work hard this week, especially the penalties and then first and second down, of giving ourselves opportunities to not have to be put in that situation. That's just not going to be his strength right now, even though he made some really good plays. We got to catch the balls when we do. So it is what it is. But he's getting better. I see it. The players see it. He's going to continue to get better. He's going to be the guy going this weekend. We've got 2 games left with John White. Everybody will have a chance to see John White again. He is going to play. It's coming. But I got to make sure I save that red shirt. So we're hoping to get to the last 2 games with him, and then he's going to have an opportunity. And really, these last 3 weeks, I think we're going to play a lot of young players. Not punishing anybody. I just think they've earned the right, and I think that's exciting. Like I really enjoyed watching the fourth quarter. Not how I felt about the game, but like just watching young kids play that last 10 minutes and making plays on both sides of the ball. It's really encouraging. Because right now, the biggest thing is what the future of this program is going to look like, and that's what I'm trying to hold together and continue to develop. And hopefully we can win a game or 2 at the end of the year for these seniors and for these guys. But excited about the future. Keep developing these guys and keep pushing them.
Well, that's sick. And you kind of just speak briefly on Ray Daly. For me, I look forward to seeing him play his 4 games out.
Yeah, so Ray was a young man that was really a basketball player in high school, and came to one of our camps as a graduating senior this year and really stood out. And we worked on he transferred schools, and so there's some stuff to work through academically, and so we were able to get him here in August, and he's developed. He is talented. He's just your prototypical group of 5 guy that kind of falls through the cracks. All of a sudden, you got a 6'2.5", 210-pound basketball player receiver who we can see like he's going to be a really good player. So really excited about him. He's going to have more opportunities. He's a great kid, works hard. So another really good future Eagle.
Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach.